Have you ever noticed that whenever someone talks about Aries, there's always a mix of admiration and, yes, a little bit of envy in the air? Aries carries an energy that naturally grabs attention wherever they go, and that often bothers people. But why is this sign so envied? Today we're going to dive deep into the answer. Take a deep breath, imagine this narrative was made for you, and feel the power that flows from this fire sign. Aries is the very first sign of the Zodiac, and that already says a lot. It represents beginnings, impulse, the spark that ignites every flame. Aries people usually have a striking presence, a courage that's rare to find, and a boldness that few dare to live out. While many freeze up thinking about risks, Aries is already taking the first step. This natural courage sparks admiration, but also envy, because not everyone has that kind of fearless confidence when facing life. Another reason is authenticity. Aries doesn't pretend to be someone they're not. If they like you, they show it. If they don't, they show that too. This transparency can cause conflict, sure, but it's exactly what makes them respected. Authentic people make those who live by appearances uncomfortable, because Aries proves in practice that you don't need to please everyone to live truthfully. And when someone can stand tall without fearing judgment, it naturally attracts envious eyes from those who wish they had that strength. And then there's the energy. Aries seems to have endless vitality. They're the friend who's always ready to start something new, to lead a group, to face challenges head-on. This inner fire makes people see Aries as unstoppable, and that's exactly what bothers others. While some are still trapped in doubts, Aries has already moved 3 steps ahead in the game of life. That speed creates comparison and envy, but it's not just their courage and boldness that make Aries so envied. It's also the way they shine without even trying. There's a natural glow in this sign, a confidence that shows in their eyes, their gestures, even their silence. When an Aries walks into a room, it's impossible not to notice, and that stirs up feelings in people who prefer to stay hidden, because it shows that living intensely is possible, but not everyone is ready for it. Aries is also admired and envied for their ability to rise again. Yes, they fall, but they never stay down. With every setback, they come back stronger, more determined. This resilience is inspiring, but it also makes others uncomfortable, those who get lost in their own difficulties. Aries knows life is a fight, and that's exactly what defines them, the fighter's spirit. And let's not forget the magnetism. Aries has charisma, an inner fire that draws people in naturally. That alone can make others jealous, especially those who crave attention and recognition, but never seem to have the same impact. Aries wins people over with their attitude, their passion, their fearless way of throwing themselves into what they believe in. Of course, this intensity can cause misunderstandings. Sometimes Aries seems impatient or self-centered, and yes, that creates friction. But even then, there's truth in it. They don't hide their feelings or sweep things under the rug. And deep down, even their flaws show the core of their strength, living authentically, without fear of making mistakes. Maybe the biggest reason Aries is so envied is because deep down they inspire. They stir people up, yes, but they inspire too. Watching an Aries proves it's possible to live with courage, to take risks, to believe in yourself. But instead of being inspired, many choose to envy, because it's easier to criticize someone else's courage than to face your own fears. In the end, Aries doesn't need to try to be envied. They just need to be themselves. Intense, bold, true, full of life. And that's the biggest lesson of this sign. Living authentically may bother some, but it also lights the way. So if you are an Aries, don't worry about envy. It's just proof that your light is strong, that your presence is unforgettable. And if you're not an Aries but feel this energy around you, let it inspire you, because the flame of this sign can transform anyone's life. And so, we come to the end of our journey through the Aries universe. If you connected with this energy, or if you know someone who is Aries, now you understand why this sign is so envied. They shine simply by existing. They inspire courage just by being present, and they show us that living authentically is always worth it. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever lived with an Aries who inspired you, or maybe even stirred up that little spark of envy? Share your story in the comments below, And before you go, don't forget, like this video, share it with your astrology-loving friends, and subscribe to the channel. That way, you'll support our work and make sure you never miss any of the upcoming videos about zodiac signs and astrology. The stars may guide us, but it's our hearts that choose how the story unfolds. See you in the next video.